morning, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Listen, it is daylight savings time or whatever day. And so it's 7:26, which means it was 6:26 yesterday. Woo! And it's an adjustment. But I am up and I am headed to the house of the Lord. I'm going to keep my message. I got to get straight to it because when I pull in, I got to go. So listen, y'all. Don't be discouraged by people who can't count. There are so many people who lack the ability to count, which is why they counted you out. This is why they counted you out. And the other problem that they have is they tend to try to count your blessings. Keyword is your blessings. Listen, y'all, what God has for you is for you, and what God has for me is for me, and what God has for her is for her. Stop focusing on things that aren't for you or not yours. Let God deal with all of those things. So, the reason why they keep counting you out, sis, or the reason why they keep counting you out, bruh, it's not because you lack anything. It's because they're upset with your gifts that you didn't even ask for. That's what a gift is, like gifts are given. Gifts often aren't asked for, and you can ask for a gift and still not receive that gift. So gifts comes from God, and He has gifted each of us with our own individual talents and abilities. And you have to understand that some envy our gifts, which we did not ask for, and some despise our gifts. They can't stand it. And it's not the gift that they can't stand, it's the fact that it's you. You possess the gift. So when it's time to do the thing that God gifted and sent you to a place to do, you will find that people in position of power, they'll often overlook you and choose someone else who aren't even qualified. And this has nothing to do with education or anything, just mere experience and skill set. Sometimes it's not even. Sometimes it's your charisma, your personality, your likability, your availability, your dependability. Sometimes those are the things that, they can't stand. Those are the things that can't be imitated. They can't be duplicated. They can't be taught. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about it, because although they chose the other person to do the thing that God sent you there to do, it's going to come back to you anyway, because they're going to need you. You might end up playing cleanup in a situation that they should have given you the handle in the first place. But nonetheless, it's going to come back to you because it was always intended for you. They don't have your juices. They don't have your sauce, bruh. Yeah. He has 14 degrees. And yeah. She's a retired CEO. But guess what? None of them have the gift that God gave you. And you don't have any education. I'm tired of people throwing education and everything, because it's not about education. It's about your gifts from the Lord, what God has given you. Like, there are just some things, like some people are just extremely likable, right? They didn't ask to be liked, but people just like them. They cling to them. They look up to them or whatever, right? And then there are some people who people just don't like. It's like the reason you're not successful at the thing, or the reason your business is not taking off the way that you think it should, is because you lack personality. You lack interpersonal skills. People don't like you because they don't know you. You're standoffish and arrogant or whatever, and you think that you should get the thing just because of who you are, and it just is off-putting, and people are like, ugh. So they rather do the thing or spend their money with the person that might have less. The store might not be as fancy or whatever, but every time they go in the store, they're greeted with smile and your personality, and you have conversation. You're going to be more successful.
How can I help?
Mercedes, I did not ask you anything. Please go away. God.
I'm sorry. Can you say that again,
Wow. Okay. We're going to ignore my car. I don't know why she thinks I'm talking to her. I'm not. I'm talking to you. So let's stay focused. Go away. Bye.
I'm sorry, but I can't.
See, that's the enemy. It's all right. I'm going to get this message across because this message is needed. And I'm not going to edit that out. One, because I can't. Because I'm going to be at church. And when I get to church on Sunday, all I do is upload these. I don't edit. I don't add anything. I just pull it from the camera to YouTube. And that's it. We're going to stay focused, though. Y'all, your gifts are made for you and solely you. Don't worry about it because God will make room for you and for your gifts. And sometimes the people, like, God may have sent you somewhere to use your gifts, right? But the place that he sent you may reject you because it's just merely because it's you. Just because it's you, you know? And they don't realize that God sent you. That's all right too. Because he'll also send you somewhere else. Because people don't realize, well, some people don't realize that the Lord giveth and he taketh away. So a person with gifts could have been sent to you, but your flesh, your pride, your ego, your nasty spirit may reject that person, which also means you rejected the gifts that they were sent. Those gifts were sent to you. But you didn't like the person. You don't like the package. So you send it away. And then that same person take those gifts that God sent to you somewhere else. And then you're just sitting back. And then now you feel betrayed. You're like, oh, why didn't he do that for me? Why didn't she do that for me? Because you would not let him or her. He tried. I know. My tamborine's shaking on its own for that one. He tried. She tried. You rejected her. So she went and he went to where he is celebrated and not tolerated. That's your loss. That's your loss. All right? So we're going to focus this morning. I got all these distractions. I'm so distracted this morning, but that's all right because I made it to the house. I am here and I am ready to serve and to praise the Lord. And I am safe. And that is all that matters to me, all right? So, although this message, y'all, this morning might be all over the place, that's all right. There's still something in it. There's still, I know you can get it. You can still catch the essence of the word for today. My little message. Your gifts will make room for you. Don't worry about who don't recognize you. Don't worry about who won't give you your props. Don't worry about that. That's something internal. That's something inside of them. Just keep in mind that you didn't ask for the gift. It was given to you by God. They can't duplicate it. They can't imitate it. They can ignore it, but that's going to be their loss. Keep operating in your gift. Keep doing the thing that God gave just to you. Whatever that skill is, it doesn't matter if the place that you're at, they're acting as if that skill is useless. It's not. It is not. You keep working the skill, keep building the skill, keep sharpening the tool, and God will position you in the exact place around the exact people that needs your gift and that will respect your gift and that will use your gift. All right. So keep being wonderful. You're fearfully, wonderfully made. Your uniqueness, your sense of humor. Don't lose your sense of humor in this dry society. Don't lose your personality. Keep all of those things. Like, those are the things that make you you. Those are the things that make you a person. Those are the things that are attached to that gift. It's not all about just, oh, I can do this, I can do that. Check, 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 check. Who cares if you can do those things if no one likes you? Who cares? It's pointless if no one likes you. There's more to it, you know? And if you were given that people skill or that likability, or maybe you lack confidence, and maybe that's why, you know, your gift has not made room for you quite yet. But guess what? There are lots of things you can do to boost and increase your confidence. So that's not the end of the world either. Just learn to operate in your gift and to know what God has for you is for you. No one else can take it. They can reject it. They can ignore it, but they can't deny it. It's undeniable. Because at the end of the day, it'll all come back to you if that is indeed whom God intended the thing for. Well, I don't know. This is just the word, all right? I have to go, y'all. I have to get inside. Got to do a sound check. Happy Sunday to you all. And I did not say welcome and welcome back. So welcome, y'all. Even though this is the end, thank you so much for stopping. You did not see this by chance. God intended for you to see this video. Okay. I hope you have the best day possible. Be blessed and be a blessing. Respectfully, Tosh.